The Indies were super hot, obviously, before the coronavirus hit.
Really?
Okay, so everyone's on lockdown. No one can gather, right? No one can put on shows or anything. So I was trying to think. I thought originally, like, yo, as soon as this is over, the Indies are going to be super hot again because everyone's going to be dying for that live, just that electric feel in the air. They want to vibe off of other people. They want to be yelling with them and bumping shoulders and just being fucking pissed off, banging on the ring, whatever it is. And then I was realizing, like, yo, a lot of these promoters don't have a lot of money. So, like, if they're not making money on these shows and their shoot gig gets shut down, I think we could see. I think we could see a lot of promotions go away. I think we might see almost like bringing back the territories where right now in SoCal, there's maybe 20 promotions at any given time. I think you could see that get trimmed down to maybe five, because who's going to have the money to run, right? If they're using their blow money from their shoot job, right, and they're keeping it afloat that way. And I've seen some of the people that they're bringing on. There's no way they're making all that money back in some of these cases. So who's going to survive, man? Survival of the fittest. I think it's going to be scary.
I think I saw that question get raised right when the quarantine started, that a lot of these promotions are going to fall off. But I mean, that's just business in general right now. You're going to have a lot of small businesses that can't make it through and they're going to fall off. I mean, and independent wrestling, running an independent wrestling is probably one of the least profitable businesses there is, I'm guessing, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, who the fuck knows, honestly. I would imagine it's not good business for most of these people. But the question is, if before, right, let's say 2 months ago, you had 4 companies running every Saturday night, right, or every Saturday, and then a couple running on Sundays and a couple on Fridays, who's going to be running now? Are the shows going to be, instead of 5 shows on a Saturday, are you going to start seeing one show and the card is 12 matches long? Like, there's a lot of workers out there, and I think we're going to see a lot of these promotions go away. So it's going to be real interesting to see who stays, who goes, and for the boys too, right? Like, what's going to come of that? I mean, I know I have my turkey and my beer here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So everybody is in quarantine and everybody's super scared of going out now. Everybody's wearing face masks and just taking all the universal precautions. So when we do get out of quarantine, my worry is the fans are not going to want to get out of the house.
Bullshit.
Thing.
Yeah,
you think
bullshit.
So?
No.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be over it. Everyone's going to want to get. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing like being at a live show. When's the last show you went to a live show that was just popping off and it was just an amazing feeling for all the boys? All the matches were great. The fan was great. Fans were great for everything. That's good for everyone. That's good for everyone in the ring, for their mental health, for the people out there who get to yell and scream and all this. So imagine now being pent up in a house with, I mean, I don't know, wife and kids or just kids. A lot of these people are. The biggest issue is, right, if they're losing their jobs, because a lot of people are losing their jobs. So then now what? They're not going to be coming to shows. The Indies had done a great job, especially in Southern California. You look at like PCW and places that were getting ticket prices up to $100 for front row or more than that, right? $75, $50. And that was a normal thing. But who's going to have that kind of money now? And that's what's a little scary, right? Because it's like taking a pay cut at your job, right? If your job says, okay, well, we got to bring you down to here, you're never going to get that money back. You're never going to be able to tell them, well, I need to make this money again. It's just not going to happen. So what happens now? You've already made the ask of the fans. You've already said, hey, we need $50 for third row seats. With all these people that have lost their jobs, I don't know that you can make that ask again.
I think across the board, entertainment in general, you're talking about comedy, you're talking about rock and roll shows, concerts, I think will be popping because people want to get back out and get back to their lives and
I agree.
Normalcy. And I think independent wrestling will, some promotions will fall off, but you will have promotions that stay around. They will do great. And then over time, promotions are going to come back to the table. We'll all, it might not be immediately, but eventually, it's just like after every April, when promoters get their tax returns, you see a new promotion pop up. Yeah, it's maybe only going to last 1 or 2 shows, but you know, independent professional wrestling will survive.
Right, and I agree. I think people will be there, but what's the price they're going to pay for these shows? That's the question. And also, on top of that, like, how many people are going to be on them, right? You're going to see a dip in people going back to training. You're going to see a dip in people being able to make some of those journeys themselves. Some of these wrestlers, right, that you can see that go from state to state. If their shoot job got closed down, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be.
There's nothing wrong with weeding out.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Listen, if there's a wrestler out there who's the shits, and he's charging $10, $15, $20 for a show because he's like, oh, I just want to be a professional wrestler and it's my dream. It's not about the money. Cool. Get the fuck out of here. I think every wrestler should, this is a business. We're in a business. If you are, and for the first couple years, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You want to be, you're living a dream, but then also you got to understand, you got to start looking at yourself like a business. What am I worth? And I know I'm better. The amount of training that I put into this, my amount of time and effort I've put into this, know your worth.
What I think is kind of fucked up is that even though we're just on like a video call here, you looked right at Hunter when you said that.
Actually, I was looking right at the box next to Hunter.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It was Ted.
I thought you were talking to Devin. My bad.
All right, let's move on from this topic because it's completely... we're just guys that are just talking shit right now about this. We have no idea about this shit.
True.